Hi Donna, good afternoon. This is the first part. Um, First, my best friend tries not to borrow or lend money. If she has to borrow money, she goes to a bank. She doesn't like to ask friends or relatives for money. Well, I don't agree with this first statement. I don't like borrowing or lending money. But if I have to borrow money, I prefer to ask a relative or a friend. And I don't really like going to banks. Second, my cousin doesn't like to borrow money, but if he really needs money, he reluctantly asks his family or close friends. Well, I agree with this second statement. I also do prefer ask my family or my friends for money. I don't like borrowing money from a bank. Third, my uncle doesn't mind lending money to friends and relatives who need it. If he needs money, he doesn't mind asking his friends or relatives. I agree with the third statement. Um, I also don't mind lending money to friends and relatives who need it. And if I need money, I don't mind asking my friends. Four, my sister doesn't mind lending money to friends or relatives, but hates to borrow it from anyone. Well, I agree with the first part of this fourth statement. I don't mind lending money to friends or relatives, but I don't agree with the second part of the statement because I don't mind to borrow money if I really need it. Now the second part. Well, in your opinion, was the brother in the story above correct in how he acted and explained? Well, in my opinion, the brother didn't do the right thing, and so he didn't act correctly. He took the wrong decision of charging interest to his sister, and that is not fair at all. If a brother really loves a sister and she borrows him some money, he has to lend it to her without charging any interest. In this story, the brother didn't act with her sister like a relative, but like a bank. Have you or anyone you know ever lent or borrowed a large amount of money, and what happened? Well, well, I have lent just once money. It was not a major amount of money, but by the time it was really important to me. My partner's sister was broke and she hadn't any money to pay some major charges and she was worried. So she borrowed us some money and we did it in order to help her, and of course because she's a member of our family, and family is everything. This was about 10 years ago, and we are still waiting her to pay our money back. Now I can see that at that moment this was not a good decision, but I would do it again. What would be a good reason for you to borrow a lot of money from a relative? The most important reason would be not to have enough money for eating or for the monthly mortgage payment. If I risk to lose my house or I have not money to eat every day, I would borrow money, but not just from a relative, but from a bank as well, if I really need it.